All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start. Park Jong-hoon out on the mound, the submariner. He is a guy that throws real close to the ground. Usually struggles with command. That is something with him. On the season, a 5.79 ERA. Ninth in the league in walks. He's got 6 walks, and he's only pitched in 4 2/3 innings. So he's a guy that is probably going to give up a lot of free passes. LG, on the other hand, has their opening day starter out on the mound, and he has been nothing short of everything I expected him to be. So Hong Chang-gi will lead things off for LG here in the top of the first. In the first pitch, and runs inside, and it's 0-1. I have no idea. I do not keep track of the cheerleader rosters. So Hong Chang-gi, 258 on the season in the leadoff spot. Again, was taken out of the leadoff spot and is back up there. I'm sure we'll see pretty soon. As here comes the 0-1 pitch in there for another strike, and it's 0-2. Hong Chang-gi has no problems swinging away with 2 strikes on him, so not a big deal here. He sees a ton of pitches from the leadoff spots. And here comes the 1-1 as he rips that, but it's going to be foul. I don't know. There, they just showed the cheerleaders. Oops, that's why. And the 0-2 pitch chopped right back to the pitcher. He tosses underhand, and that will be 1 away. Need to make a quick change here. There we go. And Shinmin J steps in, and he looks at ball 1 up and in, and it's 1-0. So Shinmin J, yeah, I mean, he's struggled a bit on the season, as that is way low, and it's 2-0. He's been up, down, everywhere, out of the lineup, back in the lineup, down at the bottom of the lineup, up at the top of the lineup, everywhere. For LG is playing second today. And that is fouled into his foot, and it's 2-1 now. He doesn't wear a lot of gear. He does wear the elbow guard, but that's about it. Oh, he's got a looks like a super high shin guard, but he's got super low cleats on. Here we go, looking like a 1980s, 1990s bowling alley with the pink and sky blue. Looking like whatever those little Dixie cup things were. And the 3-1 in there for strike. And that is going to be our first full count of the day. It took us 2 batters to get to one, ladies and gentlemen. But we have arrived at our first full count of the day. Everyone can now celebrate. What's up? As that almost hits him, and he will make his way over to first base. And he's on with a 1-out walk. Like I said, there should be plenty of walks from him today. Is that what that is? How you doing, sick maid? All right, to Moon Sung Ju into the 3 spot today, 367 from the DH spot. Austin not in the lineup once again today. He is still on the roster, as that is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. Likewise. How you been? Keeping it all, how's the shoes? As here comes the 0-1. And slides out. I need a custom pair of shoes made. I want a pair of I need a pair of baseball leather with stitching, like a pair of Air Maxes or something. And that is way outside, as Shinmin J is going to be safe. They stolen base there as he was off, and I don't know, they may challenge that. Again, does not throw hard. 130 on his 131 on his two seam. Ooh, he is out. He is out. That's what happens when you wait for the ball and don't reach for it. He is out. I'm calling it's on the replay. I will look them up now. Jackie Robinson Nikes. I guess that's what I'm saying. And he is out. I'm not a fan. The Air Max 186s, is that what you're talking about? All right, so we've got two away, nobody on as LG runs into another out. 13 pitches now as here comes the 1-2, swing and a miss as it almost hits him in the face. And that will be 3 away. They get a walk, but run into another out as they usually do on the base pass, and we'll go to the bottom of the first. It is 0-0. Big time strikeout there. Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button. You're going to get an ad. My bad. Sorry. I apologize now. All right, Chirino's out on the mound. The SSG lineup has really been struggling, to put it lightly. They have been struggling and struggling and struggling. The LG defense plays very well. They don't make a whole lot of errors. So, what happened, Boosted? Oh, well, that was not the right one. This is the one. Because Pak Song Han. I know he's coming up now. Hong Chang-gi. All righty, here we go. Chirino's out on the mound, a 100 or 1,000 winning percentage. He has gone at least 6 innings, 4 quality starts, 1 quality start plus on the season. The Tampa Bay Ray legend, Yoni Chirinos. So he should be able to rack up some strikeouts against this SSG lineup that is not very good. All right, the Pak Sung Han steps in, and that's a strike on the bottom, and it's 0-1. 263 on the season, 15 hits. He was hitting second in the lineup yesterday. He's up to the leadoff spot now. I don't understand this. I really, really don't understand this. Is that is low when it's 1-1. Che Ji Hoon, 3 hits yesterday, so they take him out of the leadoff spot. What? A 1-1 is that's going to be a slapped foul, and it's 1-2. Go 3 for 4 or 3 for 5 yesterday. I can't remember what it was, but so you take him out of the leadoff spot. Yeah, 3 for 5 yesterday. And here comes the 1-2, and that's going to be a slow roller. He grabs it, tosses to Moonbo Young, and out at first. He almost beat it out, but Chirnos showing the wheels, cat-like reflexes off of the mound, and that's 1 away. The slow roller bare hands it to tosses to Moonbo Young, who did not have very good footing over at first base as he goes down to one knee. All righty, here we go. Jung Jun Jae, Triple J, as I like to call him, is slaps that one to left field, and he is on base. The first hit of the day is that will take away the no hitter and the perfect game in one swing. Alrighty, stepping in is Che Ji Hoon, who I talked about was leading off with 3 for 5 day yesterday. Thank you, Goyo. Alrighty, and we'll see. Does he throw? Finally, he throws it, and that's in there for a strike at the top, and it's 0-1. 288 on the season for the center fielder. And here comes the 0-1. And he fouls that away, and it's 0-2. A runner over at first. Triple J is a guy that will steal a base, so something that you've got to watch. He has 3 stolen bases on the season. He is 3 for 3. Last year, he 16 stolen bases in 21 attempts. He was thrown out 5 times. As Pak Dong-won stands up at the letters, and that's going to blow it past him. And his first strikeout is out number 2. And that'll bring up the number 4 hitter, Han Yu-sung. Nope. I have not been to a one game this season. I tried to get tickets to open a home opening day because it was the stadium opener, but yeah, we ended up not being able to get tickets. The ticketing system is awful, as that runs inside, and that is ball 1. Somebody, a fan messaged me last week and asked if I wanted to go sit in the Hanwha cheer section on Friday for the Kium game, and I was like, no, I'm good. Thanks so. All righty, the 1-0 pitch misses outside. He goes, and that is out. They're probably going to replay that. Not a good throw at all from Pak Dong-won, as Oji Wan had to reach over and then jump almost to tag him. He might have gotten in there. Ooh. That is close. The call on the field was out, so I think he might be safe. The timing is almost exact. Ooh, it really, really looks like it was the same time. A better throw, and he's easily out. That's Pak Dong Wan was throwing from the left field or the right hander batter's box. He hopped up and ended up almost pointing towards short base or shortstop, and that ended up sending his throw way, way to the right side or the left side of second base. It was an absolutely awful, awful throw. But OG Wan with a really good tag, a quick tag, might. I think he's safe. In the It's a 3 minute rule in the KBO. 3 minutes to do a replay. Gotta love that traffic, Kenny. Safe. The second base umpire has already been challenged twice, and he's already lost twice. That will be a stolen base. Good Lord. You need a motorcycle, Kenny. We don't deal with that stuff. All right, we've got a 2-0 counts now. Han Yu Sum, 233 on the season, runner in scoring position now. And here comes the 2-0. Misses inside, and it's 3-0. Chirinos doesn't walk too many. He walks 8 so far in 25 innings. And here comes the 3-0. That misses outside. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will be a walk. And they've got runners on first and second now with still 2 outs. Oh, wrong button. All right, Go Myung Jun steps in. Here we go. Go Myung Jun steps in, batting from the right side, and that is ball one. 5 straight pitches, 5 straight balls here, and 271 on the season for Go Myung Jun. He had a decent series against Hanwha, despite SSG getting swept. Here comes the 1-0, sets up on the outside, and that is in the dirt as it gets away, but Pak Dong Wan is able to get it and keep Triple J over at second. 2 balls, 0 strikes after he just walked Han Yu Som in a 3-pitch count, or a 4-pitch count. Two zero sets up right down the middle. And that is low, ball 3. 7 straight balls from Chirinos. On deck is E.G. Young, the catcher. And that is in there for a strike now, and it's 3-1. Finally gets one over for a strike. And the 3-1. Sets up on the outside corner, and the delivery. And that's going to be a ground ball. First baseman down to his knees, grabs it, steps on the bag, and gives up a single, a walk, and a stolen base, but gets out of it unscathed. As we will go to the second inning, it's 1-1. Or sorry, 0-0. I wish it was 1-1. I love a high-scoring game. It gives me plenty to talk about. So, despite the single and the walk, still only 17 pitches in that inning, versus Pak Jong Hoon, who only threw 14 pitches in his inning. So, and let's see, we'll go to the top of the second. So, we'll have the 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up: Moonbo Young, Oji Wan, and Pak Dong Wan, the catcher, the big tuna. Lots of scoring already around the league, ladies and gentlemen. All right, top of the second inning. That Pak Jong Hoon, again, he struggles with command. We'll see if he is able to rail it in. All righty, here we go. First pitch to Moonbo Young, and in there for a strike. Moonbo Young currently leading the league in WAR. 28 hits, 5 home runs, hitting 373 on the season, and the 0-1 pitch way outside, 1-1. In Pak Jong Hoon, the submariner, I mean, he is delivering the ball a couple inches off of the ground. The 1-1 pitch, and that's right back into his shoulder. It bounces into the air, and that will go down as a 1-6 pop fly. As it was hit straight back at him, hits him off of the shoulder, bounces up into the air, and Pak Sung Han goes underneath it and catches it right off of the right shoulder. Immediately just points to the ball as a nice end pop fly. 1-6. I guess we'll score that. As Oji Wan will step in, Moonbo Young goes and checks on him. He's like, "No, I'm good." And the trainer, he's like, "No, no, no, man, I'm good. I'm good." I don't know. That's the trainer or the pitching coach. SSG wearing their Starbucks uniforms, a little bit newer, a little bit different this year. They got a kind of like the white, the same cream color that I'm wearing in my Incheon uniform. And then with that, they've got the green Landers, and then the just the small Starbucks logo down below the star for the Landers, with a some very light green pinstripes. As that is in there for a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1 to OG1. OG1 279 on the season, and not a great season last year, but is doing all right this year. Is that's going to be a ground ball, but foul. It's 0-2. And that is ripped into the gap, and that is going to drop. And he is going to be on base with a one-out single on the first hit of the day for the LG Twins. There goes the no-hitter, ladies and gentlemen. Another base runner for LG with one out, but will they run into an out is the only question left. Pak Dong-hwan steps in. Again, the big tuna. 5 home runs on to the season. He is second in the league in WAR. The LG Twins have the number 1 and number 2 hitter in WAR on their team. They have, I believe, 4 or 5 in the top 20. As the first pitch is way outside, and it's ball 1. Part of the reason why they are absolutely running away with the league. There is a bigger difference between first and second than there is from second to last. 5.5 games between first and second, and 4.5 games between second. And as he goes, this time he is safe. Again, they love to run. And a good pitch to run on. Thank you, Peter. And the ball was a little low. Throw was not the best. I think he's in there. They're not replaying that, or not reviewing it. And that is a strike on the outside, and it's 2-1. Umpire taking 7 days to show his strike call. Oh, he was out. He was out. And here we go. That's going to be chopped foul, and it's 2-2 now. He was out. If they would have replayed that, he would have been thrown out. Runners in scoring position. He's got a 1.203 OPS, a 1203 OPS, only trailing Cardenas for Kium. As here comes the 2-2 pitch, runner on second, and he spins around and fakes the throw. Very surprising. Ojiwan does not wear sliding mitts, or he just wears wrist brace on both of his wrists instead of, he doesn't even wear gloves. That is something. Is a big swing and a miss at a pitch way over the zone, and that is strikeout number 2, as that is 2 outs. Would be 3 if SSG would have challenged the second base umpire for the 3rd time. He is over 3 on calls at second base. Who is it? I don't even know who's at second, because this is the first game of the series. But and he hits him. That'll put a runner on first and second now, as Song Chan-hee was just hit in the leg. First pitch, and right into it. That'll put runners on first and second for Gubon Hyuk. Gubon Hyuk playing third base today, is Austin again not in the lineup. All right, 26 pitches, and Gubon Hyuk fouls that one away, and 0-1. 276 for the utility infielder. He can play anywhere on the infield. I believe he has a few games over at short also. And the 0-1, that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. And here comes the 0-2. Outside, 1-2. And did he go? He went around, and that'll be another strikeout. 3 strikeouts already for Pak Jong Hoon. And we will go to the bottom of the second as it's a 0-0. 2 more left on. I should say 2 left on. They had base runners, but they got caught stealing. Again, they were caught stealing in this one, but they didn't challenge it. 0 for 2 and an 0 for 2. As check around, it's already 5-0 here in Daejeon. As Hanwha put up 5 runs in the bottom of the first. As Logan Verrett is 38 pitches, 3 hits, 3 walks, gave up 5 runs, 3 of them earned. Keom already up 3-0 against KT as they put up 3 in the bottom of the first. As that is the looks like Doosan did put up 1 in the bottom of the first against Kia also. As teams are, the weather is warming up here in Korea, and the offense is also warming up. Coming up, leading off for SSG is going to be their number 6 hitter, E.G. Young. All right, Chirino's back out there, and that's a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 0-1. 246 on the season for E.G. Young. He was in the 3 spot yesterday and moved down here to the 6 spot in today's game. And the 0-1 misses upstairs on the curveball, and it's 0-1. Chirino's the 4 pitches, main 4 pitches, a 2-seam most of the time. 45% of the time he's going to throw that splitter 147 kilometers an hour. So that's a lot of movements. And there's not a lot of guys that throw 2 seams in the KBO. So it's a pitch that they're going to have to kind of adapt to. And I think that's part of the reason why he's been so successful at the beginning. From there, he also throws a forkball. Forkball is a very, very, very common pitch in the KBO. Almost every single Korean pitcher, at least the relievers, throw a forkball. Is that so? 1-2 is going to be lifted. Hong Chang-gi makes the sliding catch, and that is 1 away. As the SSG offense just cannot catch a break. Then after that, a slider, and then his 4-seam. He only throws his 4-seam about 4% of the time, just a little bit more than his 2-seam, 148 kilometers an hour, which is low 90s for those of you Imperial folks. As first pitch there is inside, and it's 1-0. Sets up right down the middle to Che Junu, and that is a chop to the shortstop. Grabs it, he double clutches and just gets him. Looked like he had a little bit of trouble getting the ball out, and that will be 2 away. That brings up the number 9 hitter, Hyunwon Hee. I would. SSG strikes out a lot, but Chirinos looks like he's struggling with his command a little bit today, is the thing. And so it's got to be, that would be a really iffy. I can tell you what he's done in the past few games, and I'll let you make a decision from there. No, his last starts was his last start, 6 innings, 8 strikeouts. His start before that, as that is a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2. His start before that was 7 innings and 7 strikeouts. So he is averaging more than a strikeouts per inning. So yeah, I think he'd be all right. As here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that is going to be a little soft liner to the second baseman. Drops it, grabs it, picks it up, and just beats out the throw. As that was off of, looks like the end of the bat or one of the handles. It had a ton of spin on it. As the throw is Moonbo Young had to really reach for it, but he gets the out, and we will go to the top of the third. A lot of defense here in the bottom of the seconds for Chirinos. The sliding catch by Hong Chang-gi out at first. The very poor play by the shortstop that did actually get him, and then the little kind of a spinning ball to the second baseman. He was able to not catch it, but knock it down and recover. He knocked it down and it went behind him, so he couldn't really find it. He was able to pick it up and get to the throw. But yeah, that was interesting. But only 9 pitches there. That's a big thing. So 9 pitches. He's only sitting at 26 pitches now through 2 innings. Both teams will lead off with their number 9 hitter in the third inning. Both teams 1 hits. Both teams 0 runs and 0 hits with runners on base. Oh, put that in the wrong spot. Pakemin will lead things. No problem. Thank you, Peter. It is not the 4th inning. I guess my button hit a double time. It is the 3rd inning. There we go. All right, Park Jong-hoon back out on the mound. He's got 3 strikeouts already today, and that is strike 1 right down the middle. Again, the Submariner doesn't throw hard. He really does not throw hard. His fastest pitch is his 2-seam, which is the pitch he throws the most, and that's 131 kilometers an hour. That one right there was 133. That is the fastest pitch he throws from there, and that's 51% of the time he's going to throw that. Also throws a curveball, 118 for 37% of the time, as that is in there for a strike on the inside corner. And it's 1-2. Then a 4-seam throw. I guess the 4-seam is a little faster, 132. But he's not a hard thrower. It's just such a strange angle. That is going to be a chopper to the shortstop. It grabs it, quick throw in time, and 1 away here in the top of the third. That'll flip the lineup back over to Hong Chang-gi as LG is trying to get their offense going. All right, Hong Chang-gi, 1-3 ground out in his first at bat. Looks at strike 1 up and in, and it's 0-1. 254 on the season. Again, the 1-3 ground outs in the first. And the 0-1 is a chopped shortstop deep in the hole. Grabs, throws a 1-hopper, and it got him. We'll see if they replay this. That was a heck of a throw, and I believe he's not even going to challenge it. as that was deep in the hole, almost on the grass from Pak Sung Han. And a quick throw, a one hop to Go Myung Jun over at first, and he makes the scoop. And right on the corner is the first corner of the bag is the first baseman. There is the defense in the KBO after all, ladies and gentlemen, as the Shinmin J swings and misses at that. And it's 0-1. There is defense galore in this game, at least. And here comes the 0-1. He drops down the bunts, but it's foul, and it's now 0-2. And that is going to be a ground ball right to the third baseman. And 1, 2, 3 go the LG Twins. And just like that, we'll head to the bottom of the third. It's a 0-0, ladies and gentlemen. We are moving right along here in Incheon. Incheon. All right, to 35 is seconds before they come back, as there's a little clock up on the top. All right, to Chirinos. We'll see what we got that right. 39 pitches, 9 pitches in that inning for Park Jong Hoon. 39 pitches through 3 innings. Just the one. I have it up on the screen for both pitchers. So if you look up there at Hakeem. All right, bottom of the order coming up for SSG, and that's going to be fouled away, 0-1. Pak Ji-won, 182 on the season. He is a guy that is very likely to strike out here. I'm calling it now. All right, here comes the 0-1. That is not a strikeout. It is a fly out to center field and one away. Chirinos does not have his strikeout stuff today, ladies and gentlemen. All right, back to the top of the lineup. Pak Sung Han, a 1-3 ground out in his first at bat, 0-1, and that is outside 1-0. 259 on the season for the shortstop. Just made the big play deep in the hole there. And the 1-0 pitch low at the zone, and it's a 1-1. 안녕하세요. He better start striking guys out. That's a beautiful pitch that just catches the bottom of the zone, and it's 1-2 now. All righty, here we go. The 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss at the top of the zone. Strikeouts number 2 on the day. As Pak Song Han goes down a swinging. And Triple J steps in. He looks at strike one there, and it's 0-1. 175 on the season, a single and a stolen base in his first at bat up in the first inning. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Oh, a beautiful sinker there. Or forkball, I guess, is what he throws. Is that misses upstairs. 1-2. 151 on that. So 35 pitches, and now for Chirinos here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. Jungmin Jae, a 1-2 count. Very chokes way up on the bat. He is a full hand width up. As the 1-2 just catches the inside corner, and like that strikeouts, the 5.5 is looking much better. As we'll go to the 4th inning, it's 0-0, ladies and gentlemen. Big inning there. Kept his pitch count down and mowed him down. 10 pitches in that inning. He's sitting pretty at 36 pitches through 3 innings. 네, LG 팬이에요? 근데 다른 팀 좋아해요. Dun, 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 dun. 진짜요? 근데 우리 비슷해요. 제가 2014년부터 KBO 보았어요. All right, so we should be just about back. All right, here we go. Top of the 4th. And here we go. The first pitch to Moonsung Ju is setting one around. And that's will be 0-1. All right, 40 pitches now. Pak Jong-hoon, Moon Sung-ju struck out in his first. Nope, yep. Struck out in his first at bat, and that is a ball 1 on the outside, and it's 1-1. I really have to watch Pak Jong-hoon's pitch count. He's not normally a starter. He has been coming in the bullpen, as that's going to be a ground ball. Third baseman grabs it, throws across, and a bad throw, and he beats it out on the air on the third baseman. He took his sweet time throwing over. He airmails it. Go Myung-jun is able to make the play or make the catch, but it pulled him up. And Moon Sung-ju is able to beat that out as he was running hard down the line. And that is why you always run out the throw, as the air now leaves the leadoff runner on base for currently what would be the MVP of the league if it ended today. As here comes the 0-1 to Moon, or 0-1 on the day for Moon Bo-young. Looks at ball 1 there, and it's 1-0. Moonbell Young, a liner right at the pitcher, hit off of Park Jong-hoon's shoulder. Right now is not Chirinos. Right now is so Park Jong-hoon is pitching. Is but 1-1 is fouled away on the check swing, and it's 1-2 now. But they both have 3 strikeouts. Yeah, so right now is Park Jong-hoon because he is the one pitching since it's the top of the inning. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside. Now it's going to be a slow roller. Second baseman grabs it, throws to the shortstop, and in time. And a 4-6-3 double play will erase the base runner, and it's 2 away. He picks up his younger boy over at third, and just like that, it is now 2 outs as OG Wan will step in. He singled in his last at bat, stole a base, but was actually out if they would have replayed it. Almost hits him there, and it's 1-0. Alrighty, the 1-0 pitch. And that is going to be another single, drops in front of the center fielder. And just like that, he is on base again for the second time today. Will they have him try to steal another base? That, ladies and gentlemen, is the question. Sensational. Uh, 왜 Austin 선발 lineup 없어요? As Park Jong-won is misses outside, and it's 1-0. 아, 네. 네. 어제도 휴식했어요. Yeah, so that is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Yeah, and the 1-1, he checks over, he just gets in. Sole Salayo? 다른 도시의 Salayo. And he goes, and he drops that in between the right and center fielder. And they've got now. Oh, and the ball gets away as OG Wan is going to come home to score on another error by SSG. As that is awful defense. Just when we were praising all of the defense, and out comes whatever this inning is for SSG as Park Dong-won singles into right field. I looked down to check it as so it looks like Han Yu-sam throws in, but the throw is not very good and just rolls away as the second baseman lets it go. The first baseman lets it go, and it rolls all the way to the catcher. 네, 알겠어요. And a swing and a miss by, let's see, Song Chan-yi. He was hit by a pitch in his first game. And the 0-1, and that's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. Throws to second, and that will end the inning, but not before LG gets a run on 2 errors. by SSG. As good lord, was that awful defense in that inning, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Good lord. That was such bad defense. I was just praising him too. Oh, I hate this commercial. Reminds me of many of you are watching the same commercials I am. It reminds me of this old Psy commercial. It was like for a pistachio, so he was wearing that same colored green suit. Again, I picked SSG to finish 9th in the league. They have been surprising a lot early, but I don't think they can keep it up. So we'll see here. I'm kidding. Alrighty. We've got the bottom of the fourth here. Chirino's still out there, obviously, as we will have the number 3 hitter up, Che Ji Hoon. And the first pitch is lifted into left field, but under it is Song Chan Yi, and that is one away. One pitch, one out, and we'll have the number 4 hitter, Han Yu Sam, steps in. He is the one charged with the air in the last inning that allowed the run to score. A throwing error is what they are giving him. And the first error by the third baseman was erased on the double plays. That is outside. Ball 1-0. So Oji Wan, paying very close attention, was able to start running and score. And here goes. That's going to be a chopper. That's going to be a different play. Third baseman grabs, throws, and that's 2 away. We are flying through this game, boys and girls. We are not even sorry. We are not even an hour in, and we've got 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Chirinos is cruising after a rough start. But here we go, and that is popped up right fielder Hong Chang-gi under it, and that is a really, really quick 1-2-3. I think he threw 4 pitches in that inning. We'll go to the top of the 5th, and LG's got themselves a 1-0 lead. Good lord, SSG, you guys got a date tonight or what? 40 pitches. He threw 4 pitches in that inning, ladies and gentlemen. Boosted, if you are still watching, that is not good. I live in Korea. So I actually just watched right here in Korea on regular TV. Where do you live at, Hakeem? So if you go to souplive.com, SOOPLIVE.com, that is the official international broadcast rights for the KBO. You can watch all 5 games for free. You can watch it on your phone with the app. Again, SOOPLIVE.com or the Soup app. Just search KBO, and you can actually watch the games for free. And it does line up perfectly with my stream because I'm getting a regular feed versus Soup that's getting a delayed feed. So my YouTube stream should pair up almost exactly with the Soup broadcast. So if you want to watch while I stream in English, all right. Gubon Hyuk looks at ball one. And here comes the 1-0, and that's catches the very top of the zone, and it's 1-1. If they can get 5 innings from Park Jong Hoon, they will be very, very happy. As the 1-1 misses way outside, and it's 2-1. Yesterday, Mitch White made his season or his KBO debut for SSG. Struck out 8 in 4.1 innings. So the bullpen was used quite a bit yesterday, as that is up in the zone, and it's 3-2 or 3-1 now. Surprisingly, he does not have any walks today, but I think that's going to change right here on this pitch. And it does. That'll leave the leadoff runner on base once again. Again, he really struggles with command. Oh, he did have a walk earlier. My bad. A walk and a hit by pitch, but the walk was eliminated with a caught stealing. So they will come out to have a little chit chat with the pitcher. Park Min will make his way into the batter's box, the number 9 hitter. He has 6-3 ground out in his first at bats. Gubonyak over there on first. They definitely could be running again. LG runs almost the most in the league. The only team that runs more than LG is Hanwha, but Hanwha is way more successful than LG. I will give you some numbers here in just a sec. As here we go, the first pitch as he drops down the bunt as he will toss to first, and a very successful stupid play. Very successful stupid play. I talk about this every single game because every single game you see it. The runner on first, nobody out. You bunt, you lower your chance of scoring a run by 4%, and then you still need a hit from somebody else. But they continue to do it because the KBO is still stuck in 1985, ladies and gentlemen. As fun as it is to go to games, the managers are still managing like they did when they were born, which was before the game of baseball was ever invented. So, like I was trying to say or trying to get into before I went on my bunting rant, is that's going to be a ground ball, and that is a 2 away. The 6-3 is, again, not the best base running there, as Gubon Yuk is going to go to third, but he just went to third on a ground ball in front of him, as not fundamentally sound is the KBO, is the best way to explain it. All right, Shinmin J steps in. So LG, before this game, coming into this game, they had 24 attempts, 18 stolen bases. As far as the percentage, they're in 6 with a 75% is that is in the dirts, and a great block by E.G. Young. Alrighty, here we go. Kim Hyun Soo is actually pinch hitting here for Shinmin Jae. And the 2-0 now. A real early pinch hit. And just catches the top of the zone. Very surprising. All right, the 2-1 pitch, and that's ripped foul. And it's 2-2. Evening, Alan. You've missed some stellar defense in Incheon. As that Kim Hyun Soo looks at the 2-2 pitch, and he pops it up, shortstop out into the grass, and that's, will once again do exactly what I said it would. You had a runner on first with nobody out, you bunted, and then he got stranded at third because you couldn't get a hit after it. Good Lord, somebody put me in a dugout and let me save this league. Oh, yeah. 2 errors in the last inning gave LG the the lead. A third baseman just kind of leisurely fielded the ball to throw and then airmails it to the first baseman. They ended up getting a double play to erase that error, but then a single and another single, a single, and then another single allowed the runner go to first to third, but then the right fielder missed the cutoff super bad, and then the first baseman was in poor position for the cutoff in but past the second baseman, so the ball ended up rolling all the way to the catcher, and OG Wan came around to score. Then you got a LG with a walk and then a sacrifice bunt and then 2 outs. So in the top of the fifth, they are not able to score because for some reason they KBO managers have still never heard of analytics. All right, Chirino's still out there, obviously. 40 pitches through 4 innings. 17 pitches in the first inning, 9 in the second, 10 in the third, and 4 in the fourth inning. Austin Dean is out there now. That's a big thing there, as that misses in ball. So Austin will take over back at first. He hasn't been playing for the last couple of days, as that is ball 1-0. So Austin Dean will go to first, Moonbo Young will go to third, and Gubon Yuk will go to should go to second. Is my understanding? Is yeah. So let me get all that changed for those of you watching. Is that is low, and that's ball 3. So batter here will be Austin. He will not be playing second, although that would be really entertaining, as that is in there for a strike. Moonbo Young goes from first to third. And Gubon Hyuk goes from third to, that is ball 4. They'll have the leadoff runner on base. Did I have that wrong? I think I had that wrong. Yeah, I did. It was the 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up. All right, so I think we've got that. Oh, I did that wrong. And that's going to be a chopped foul as Che Junu steps in, a 6-3 ground out in his first at bats. All right, let me try that again. There we go. Now we're set. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch. And he drops down the bunts as the catcher grabs it, throws, and in time, but I think they're going to replay that. It was a good bunt, a little off of the plates down the line as Pak Dong Wan gets up and makes the throw. They called him out, but we'll see as this crew has already missed 3 calls in this game. A headfirst slide. I don't know why he had to pump it into his glove. I think, oh, he's safe. Like, not even close. Again, the head first slides, I guess. Yeah, I think that's Cole Oliver. Or Cole Irvin, I think is his name. So to me, it definitely looked like he was safe. Gubon Hyuk obviously had to cover that. You got a second baseman covering it, so yeah, he's safe. His foot placement is at the back side of the bag. He's not. He doesn't have his. He has his glove side leg on the. So he has his glove side hand is his left foot on or his glove side foot on the bag instead of his, instead of his right side or his throwing hand side, his right foot on the bag with a stretch. If he makes a stretch, he's out. But that is going to bring up the number 8 hitter. So they've got runners on first and second, nobody out. I imagine they're going to try to bunt again here. Now, I really imagine that they're going to try to bunt here again. And Alan, here it was like 28 degrees outside. No, we're going to have a pinch hitter. I don't get this. Why even have you're having a pinch hitter for your DH? All righty, Chirinos, and he drops down the bunt, but it's foul. An absolutely awful bunt. It didn't even cross the plates. But Pak Dong Wan quickly picks it up, throws the third. Would have been a double play. All right, so we've got an 0-1 count now. All righty, here we go. It's gonna be a 0-1 counts pinch hitter here as Pak Dong-hwan behind the bag as they will probably try to bunt again. They do, and that is right down the middle, the perfect pitch to bunt on, and now he's got 2 strikes, and he's not going to be able to bunt. So a failed bunt and a pulled the bat back, and now you've got an 0-2 count with runners on first and second, and you're using a pinch hitter to pinch hit for your DH. Somebody please explain to me what the hell is going on, because I don't get it. As the 0-2 in the dirts, 1-0 or 1-2. I just don't get it. Why, if you want him to why isn't he starting as the DH? He's a right-hander, so it's not like you're going to a lefty for a lefty-righty matchup. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that is a ripped foul, and it'll stay 1-2. A little upset we didn't get to see the ball boys' skills down the line as they pulled the camera back away too quick. And fouled away. And the 1-2, that's going to be a ground ball through the left side. And it will be held up as they've now got the bases loaded with nobody outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Screws up the bunt. Good Lord, KBO. Screws up the bunt and then rips a single through the left side. All right, now bases loaded, nobody out. Chirino's out on the mound still, 52 pitches so far in the game. He's sitting at 12 pitches in this inning. A walk to lead off the inning, a single, and then a bunt single, and then another single, and that misses inside, and it's 1-0. Pak Ji-hwan, 0 for 1 on the day, flew out to center field in his first at-bat, 178 on the season, as he has more errors than he does hits on the day. As Pak Dong-hwan sets up on the inside, and the 1-0 is swing and a miss as he falls down swinging, ladies and gentlemen. Big swing, no ding. Hits himself in the head with his shoulder on the follow through, knocks himself back. Calls time, and he's got to regroup and rethink about his life choices after that swing and a miss. All righty, here we go. The 1-1 pitch. And that's going to be a slow chopper. The shortstop grabs it, throws to second, and not in time. As that is going to be an RBI ground out on the 6-4. And we've got ourselves a tie game, ladies and gentlemen. We've got ourselves a tie game. So we've got that'll be there, that'll be there. And we'll have the top of the lineup back up. Austin tried to do a little fake that the ball got through, but to see if they could get the the runner over at third through, but he does not. And here goes Pak Sung Han 0 for 2 on the day. Looks it to strike one, just got a piece of the outside top corner. 254 on the season for the shortstop. 0 for 2 today, a 1-3 ground out and a strikeout in his last at bat. And runners on the corner. There is one out. There we go. Sorry about that. And that is in there for a strike at the top of the zone again on the curveball. Was that a curve or what was that? Slider? Four? And it sets up right at the letters, right down the middle, and a little high, and it's 1-2 now. 148 on that fastball. I think it was a forkball that was in there for a strike. All right, the 1-2 pitch, trying to work himself out of this with just a tie game. Bottom of the zone, sets up Pak Dong-hwan, and he throws over to first. Che Jun-woo over at third, Pak Ji-hwan over at first. And the 1-2 swing and a miss in the dirt. And that'll be 2 away as he is 1 out away from getting out of this. Second strikeout of the day for Pak Sung Han, who they decided to put up there in the top of the lineup. 19 pitches and now in this inning for Chirinos. 59 on the day, I think, maybe a 60 now. So 20 pitches here in this inning as Jung Joon Jae steps in. A single and a stolen base in the first inning, a strikeout looking in the third. Here he's up now in the fifth. And the first pitch, a beauty in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. 133 on that beautiful pitch. And Jung Joon Jae chokes way up on the bat. I'm talking more than a hand width. And here we go, the 1-1 or the 0-1 pitch. And that is going to be a liner. Pak Min comes in and makes a little jumping, galloping catch something. I don't know what that was, but we'll go to the break, ladies and gentlemen. And remember, fifth inning is the break in the KBO. I will see you guys in just a few. All right, we should be just about that. We'll see here. Park Jong-hoon is still out there. 65 pitches. My pitch count for him is a little off at the end of the inning there. As that is in there for a strike to Moon Sung-ju. Alrighty, pitch number 67. The number one pitch of the day is the way outside, 1-1. Moon Sung-ju 0 for 2 on the day. He struck out in his first at-bats and then reached on an error in his second at-bat, and the 1-1 pitch is going to be slapped foul as the ball boy goes down on a knee and makes the play. And it's 1-2. And 2-2. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside corner right at the belt, and he lifts it up, but's foul and gets out of play, and it'll be still 2-2. As the cheer captain makes the bounce catch and tosses it to some guy wearing a Twins uniform. Alrighty, the 2-2 pitch once again from Park Jong-hoon to Moon Sung-ju. And that is going to be a chop to the third baseman. He goes a little quicker this time as he might have learned from his mistake last time. I can tell you, what do you mean? Do you mean is it's 7-0 right now as Lotte's up 7-0. They put up 3 runs in the fourth and 4 runs in the fifth. Well, that's all I can tell you, as that is inside ball 1. I don't know if there's any other excitement, if that's what you're asking. As here comes the 1-0 pitch to Moon Bo-kyung in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Moon Bo-kyung, not a good day, has not had luck on his side. Again, his first at-bat, he lined it at the pitcher off of his shoulder, but the shortstop caught it, and that is in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Then his second at-bat is a 4-6-3 ground out into a double play after the error on the third baseman. So a 1 out, a 1-2 count, and pitch number 75 coming up. And that's going to be a chopper to the second baseman. Slow roller, he grabs it, tosses, and that will be 2 away. 안녕하세요. Teddy TV. Alrighty. Yeah, who would have thought, man? Next week is going to be ridiculous. Alrighty, the first pitch to OG1 misses low, and it's ball 1. Yeah, I'll have to be tuning in next week, definitely. All right, the 1-0 pitch to OG1, and he fouls that straight back, and it's 1-1. I honestly thought that this would be the year that they both make the playoffs. Yeah. As that is lifted deep, deep. Goodbye. Opposite field solo shot from OG1. And that will give LG the lead again. No, my actual prediction was Kia in first, L or Samsung, LG, KT, Hanwha, Doosan, and then Lotte. But I thought that they were in seventh last year, but I just don't. They just didn't do anything to improve as far as I'm concerned. But I don't think Doosan. I didn't think Doosan was good last year, as that is way outside 1-1 now. All right, the 1-1 pitch, and Go Myung Jun in foul territory. That will be 3 away, but not before OG Wan with a solo shot to the opposite field gives LG the 2-1 lead, and we'll go to the bottom of the sixth. Is the best way to not have to worry about runners in scoring position is to just hit home runs. That's probably not a home run in any other stadium, honestly. As again, SSG has the shortest distance. So Hanwha has from home to right is 95 meters. SSG has home to left and home to right at 95 meters. But Hanwha's 95 meters also has an 8-meter high wall. So obviously it's much different. SSG is the only team that has a regular, what you would say, American style MLB height wall that you could jump up and rob a home run. Hanwha also has it in their new stadium, except for in the right field where the double decker bullpen is. So, but big solo shot there, as I need to get my numbers back and caught up. All right, Chirinos has himself a lead again. We'll see what happens here. He did not have a good last inning. 22 pitches in his last inning. Gave up 2 hits and a walk. Could have been a lot worse as they had the bases loaded and nobody outs. As that is in there for a strike too. The number 3 hitter, Che Hoon. They are, and they're hurt too, as the 0-1 is in the dirts and it's 0-2. Again, Hernandez is out for at least 6 weeks. So Che Ji Hoon, again, I still don't get this. Yesterday, 3 for 5, and then they move him out of the leadoff spot down into the third spot. As that is lifted Hong Chang-gi under it, and 1 away. I haven't heard anything yet. I haven't heard anything yet. All right, Han Yu Som steps in as he looks at a beautiful pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Lotte Pananio? One. Nah. Way Lotte Gyeonggi boyo. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt as Pak Dong Won is grabbing himself. Ah, that. Yeah. And that is up high, 2-2. They Ite Childe Childe Gong or Childe Yong Gong. And that is a chopped foul. And pitch number 70 now for Chirinos. The second baseman should have made that cutoff. 네, 한화 이제 7대1. Yes, here comes the 2-2 pitch, and that is fouled away for another 2-2 pitch. 2-2 pitches, 2-2 to 2-2, 2-2, 2-2, 2-2. 네, 근데 다음 주 정말 중요한 경기 as he strikes out looking on a pitch down the middle, and that is a strikeout number 5 for Chirinos. Yeah, he had a really good start. 81 pitches, gave up 2 runs, one of them earned, and that was on the solo shot. I think it said like 300 and something days since he had a quality start. The pitch to Go Myung Jun is fouled away. I don't know how many people in this in this chat are right now waiting on Chirinos. 73 pitches. He's got 5 strikeouts. A bunch of people were asking if he's going to go over 5.5, and that just misses at the top of the zone. 1-1. You mean the catcher, Yang Yiji? I assume you mean Lote's or Dusan's number 25, as that is way up, and it's 2-0 or 2-1 now. Yang Yiji? Yang Yiji is probably the best catcher in the league. All right, here comes the 2-1 pitch. And that is upstairs. 3-1 now. 76 pitches for Chirinos. He is, again, he is going to throw 100 pitches, 100 in his last game. The game before that, 91 that is a strike on the outside corner as he was not wanting to swing. And we've got a full count. This is the first full count of the day for SSG, ladies and gentlemen. A first full count of the day for SSG. And here comes the 3-2 pitch as it's fouled away. And we'll have another 3-2 pitch because one is not enough. 네, 부산에 있어요? And the 3-2, did he go around? He did, and that will be strikeouts number 6 for Chirinos. Everybody that had the over for 5 and 5.5 can now breathe a sigh of relief as we go to the 7th inning. It's 2-1 LG. Chirinos, will he come back out is the question. I have to imagine that he will in a 2-1 lead. 79 pitches, 17 in that inning. 2 more strikeouts gives him 6 on the day. Let's see. LG will have their 7, 8, and 9 hitters coming up. I have to think that Park Jong-hoon will be done. He only 81 pitches, but he's not a guy that is known to go deep. He's pitched 4 2/3 innings total in his first 2 starts. His first 2 starts. So the fact that he's actually pitching well is absolutely befuddling to the mind. I'm still waiting on any information that I could possibly get. And he's still out there, ladies and gentlemen. I am a little surprised by this. All right, top of the 7th. I said top of the 7th. There we go. And the first pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. I have to think that he is out there until he gets a base runner. If he gets a base runner, he has to come out. As here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that is lifted into right field. Hanyu Som under it, and that will be 1 away. So he is out there until he gives up a base runner, until they get a base runner. Gumon Hyuk, because he is facing the bottom of the order here. All right, Gubon Hyuk, first pitch is going to be a ground ball. Third baseman, a diving stop, gets to his feet, throws, and that will be 2 away. Well, I'll give you a real quick stat for him. Let's see. Yang Yi-ji. Runners in scoring position this year, he's hitting 304. Last year, with runners in scoring position, he hit 393. As that's going to be a ground ball through the right side for Park Min. And just like that, they've got a base runner. Will my prediction to be correct here? As a first pitch single and runner on first now. That'll flip the lineup back over to Hong Chang-gi. Hong Chang-gi not having a good day. A 1-3 ground out, a 6-3 ground out, and a 6-3 ground out. So they will try to get him to roll over on another one. In 2023, he hit 315 with runners in scoring position. So I don't know what you're talking about, Alan. All right, Hong Chang-gi, 246 on the season, 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts today. And they check over on Park Min, and he's easily gets in there. Park Min has a ton of speed. He is a guy that will run, and he is often successful. This year, he is 5 for 5 on stolen bases in his career, 416 stolen bases. Caught 118 times. He had 43 stolen bases last year. Yeah, Hong Chang-gi is not having a good season. But he still has almost a 400 on base percentages. That is way outside, and it's 1-0. Yeah, Hong Chang-gi hitting 254, but 385 on base percentage. Why are those people not cheering? They're in the cheer section. And the 1-0 is low. He goes, and he is out. A beautiful, perfect throw from E.G. Young right into the sliding Park Min. And for the 3rd time today, LG is caught stealing. That was an absolute beautiful, beautiful throw, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute thing of beauty. That might be one of the best throws I have seen a catcher in the KBO throw. Wow. Yeah, with his super wide open stance. Oh, they're horrible. I know Kim Young Joon for NC was supposed to be great, but he has been awful. None of them can throw. None of the young catchers can throw at all. NC's had down 2 years, and they're getting smoked by Hanwha right now. Actually, they're coming back. Kium was supposed to be horrible. My prediction was not only was Kium horrible, they were going to be worse than they were last year because they didn't improve. Their offense was bad last year, so they brought in two offensive guys, but their pitching was also bad last year, and they only have, and they got rid of. They had some of the best foreign arms in the league last year, and they let them both go. Not only did they both go, but they both left to go to other teams. All right, Torino's will come back out, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. Torino's only gone over 6 innings once on the season. E.G. Young steps in. He is the guy that just made that great throw and looks at ball 1-1 now. He walked and scored a run in his last at bat. He's 0 for 1 on the day. His other at bat was a line out to right. And the 1-1, that's going to be a ground ball. The third baseman grabs it, throws across the diamond, and that's will be one away. Twins? What do you mean twins? You mean Kia? As a 1 out now, and that is in there for a strike. 83 pitches and now for Chirinos. And in there for another strike, and it's 0-2. Che Junu singled in his last at bats. Because number 3 for Kia is Kim Sung Bin. That's a swing and a miss at the top of the zone. Strikeouts number 7. And 2 away. Marino's coming back together towards the end of this game. Is still sitting at 85 pitches. Here comes the first pitch is in there for a strike. Just catches the inside corner. Kim Sung Hyun 1 for 1 on the day. He singled in his only at bat as he took over in the DH spots back in the 5th inning. And the 0-1 is swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch, that's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman grabs it, throws to first. And 1, 2, 3, go the Landers. We'll head to the 8th inning. It's 2-1 LG. Chirinos, will he come back out for another inning? That is the big question. 9 pitches that inning. He's at 88 pitches. No, Hong Chang-gi will, yeah, Kim Sun-bin, the second baseman. He's been in the league forever. So Hong Chang-gi will be leading off again since he was up when Park Min was thrown out. So Chirino's 7 innings, 88 pitches, 62 for strikes, 3 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, giving up the 1 run. Park Jong-hoon, will he come back out for the 8th inning? I would love to know when the last time Park Jong-hoon went into the 8th inning in a start was. Both pitchers with quality start pluses so far today. And he's sitting at 87 pitches. He is back out there, ladies and gentlemen. We have got ourselves a ridiculous pitching match that we were not expecting. 87 pitches from Park Jong-hoon. He is into the 8th inning. I'm waiting for a stat saying when the last time he pitched into the 8th inning was, as Hong Chang-gi steps in. Both pitchers going to be at least through 7. All right, here we go. And that is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch, that is catching the outside corner, too. And it's 0-2. And here we go. And he hits him. And that'll put the leadoff batter on base. Right in the sliding mitts or the sliding protector, sliding brace or something. That should be it for him, as I think his rule was somebody gets on base and you are done. All right. No, he's still out there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Austin Dean stepping in for his first at bat of the day. Took over after the Kim Hyun-soo pinch hit, and that almost hits Austin Dean, and it's ball 1. I can't. Yeah, I mean, he has 2 starts, but he's gone 4 2/3 innings combined in his first 2 starts. I can't believe he came out for the 7th. Here comes the pitch, and that is inside ball 2, 2-0. Hit Hong Chang-gi. Austin is now sitting with a 2-0 count. And 23 is Kang Sung-ho. As here comes the 2-0 pitch. Sets up right down the middle, and that misses low. 3-0. You're going to pipe one down the middle for Austin. And this is definitely his last batter. Unless he, of course, gets it and grounds him into a double play. And the 3-0 in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. 290 on the season for Austin. Definitely And that is a ball four. And just like that, they've got the first and a second batter on base with 0 outs. Again, I don't know why he came back out for this inning to start with. All right. And that'll be it for him. A great start for him. Not something that anybody was expecting. But yeah, I mean, definitely not what anyone was expecting. Oh, you've got runners on first and second now. You know, everybody in the stadium except the pitching coach and the manager knew that he shouldn't go back out there. So there is, I guess, there's another substitution as Chejun comes out. The number 7 batter is now Che Sung Min, and then we'll have obviously a new pitcher. Kim Gun-woo will come out onto the mound. Kim Gun-woo. Oh, don't obviously don't have a final line on Park Jong Hoon because he is responsible for the 2 runners on base. Kim Gun-woo will come in and take over right now. Park Jong Hoon 7+ innings, 95 pitches, 62 for strikes, 5 hits. The 1 solo shot by OG Wan back in the 6th inning. 5 walks, 3 strikeouts, 2 runs, only 1 earned. Kim Gun-woo comes out 6.30 ERA, 1-1 on the season with 1 hold, 9 games, 10 innings, 14 strikeouts, 10 walks, 263 batting average against, and a 1.6 WHIP. He pitched in last night's game against Hanwha. He pitched in last night's game against Hanwha and walked a run, and that run came around to score. Only recorded 1 out in the game as Moonsung Ju steps in, and he might have a pitch. Nope, we're going to have time. What's he yelling at? The pitcher has all day to throw. I don't know what the umpire, who called time or what, but he went out from behind. He went out and said something to the pitcher. The pitcher had 8 seconds on the pitch clock. He can stand there with the ball all he wants. All right, Moonsung Ju, 333 on the season, 0 for 3 today with a strikeout, reach on an error, and a 5-3 groundout. The shaking of the leg like usual, and the throw to second. No, he pitched in 2 games in the Hanwha series. All right. Maybe we'll have a pitch here. The runner on first is Austin. Runner at second is Hong Chang-gi, and he fakes the bunts, but it's a ball. And it's 1-0. Trying to check the other games. Alrighty, here comes the 1-0 pitch. And it's 2-0. Way up high as he fakes the bunt once again. All right, here comes the 2-0 as he bunts, and the back pick would have been out if the shortstop would have made a better play. Missed the bunt as Hong Chang-gi was way off the base as E.G. Young throws it back to second base, and just not a good pick by the shortstop. He instead of picking at the short hop in front of the bag, he picked it way deep into the bag and wasn't able to get the tag down. All right, now the runner, the third or first baseman, away in on the grass. He's going to have to get the bunt down the third base line, and he doesn't bunt, and that is a strike. And now it's 2-2. And more failed bunts in this league. It's amazing the amount of bad bunts and bad timing for bunts in a league that is so built on they have to be an old school league. As here comes the 2-2. That is lifted into the gap. Center fielder giving chase, but off the top of the wall, Hong Chang-gi is going to round to third and come home to score as he had to wait on it, and that will be an RBI double for Moon Sung-ju. And the decision to leave the pitcher in is coming back to haunt him. Well, the center field is 120, so it actually cuts out pretty quickly. It's just that the corners are so close. All right, Moonbo Young now steps in. I gotta fix my numbers here. Austin over there, Moon Sung Ju there, and there we go. Well, that run again will be charged to Park Jong Hoon. And here comes the 0-1 pitch outside, 1-1. Yeah, I mean 120 is center field. I think Jamshil is 125. I think Jamshil and Sajik are both 125. That's not a flyout. Not the way they were positioned. They were positioned so far in for Moon Sung Ju, and it looked like they were positioned for him to hit a fly ball to left field instead of playing him straight away. Austin showing the absolute sprint speed. That is a 99 sprint speed right there from the big guy. All righty, here we go. 1-2 pitch sets up way up in the zone and misses way outside of the zone, and it's 2-2 now. And he pops him up. The catcher throws off the mask, and that's will be one away. Still have runners on second and third. And that'll bring up OG1. OG1 again, the big solo shot back in the sixth. And that misses outside, and it's 1-0. Oh, OG1, 3 for 3 on the day. A single, and a home run. Caught stealing, a stolen base. He was caught, but they didn't, as that is going to be ripped into right, and that is going to drop down. 1 run is in. And Moonsung Ju is going to hang out over there at. Now it looks like Austin Dean was pinch ran for as he has himself another RBI. Is looks like Chaewon Young, I believe is his name. Run scored. My stat sheets are getting a little full here as I'm running out of room on their number 2 hitter, or their number 2 spot. Chaewon Young, yeah. So Austin is out. That means Chaewon Young is now over there, as I think we're gonna have another pitching change. And we do. He's not able. He's able to get a pop fly, but that's it. And we'll have another pitching change. Pitching change, a pitching change. We've got another pitching change. Good Lord, ladies and gentlemen. And we are flying through the first couple innings, and now we are sitting here waiting for SSG to get somebody out. All right, so we're back here. Park Jong-hoon is charged with all of those runs. Now out on the mound is Iro-un. And once again, SSG's bullpen struggles to get anybody out. 1.23 ERA, a 1 loss on the season. So you got runners at yeah, as that is up high, and it's 1-0. Pak Dong-wan steps in, not OG1. OG1 just had the RBI single. Pak Dong-wan 1 for 3 on the day. He struck out in his first at bat, a single in his second, and then a foul pop up to the first baseman, and that's going to be a ground ball through the left side, and another RBI single as LG just keeps moving the line along, and it is 5-1. This is getting a little rough here, boys and girls. This is somebody needs to stop SSG as Song Chan-hee steps in, looks at a ball one. And 1-0 is lifted into the gap, but right fielder Han Yu-sum under it makes the catch, and OG Wan will tag up and head to third. And that'll be a fly ball to the right field. Finally, 2 outs now. And that will bring up a number 8 batter, Go Bong Hyuk. I really have no idea what they're gonna do. Who the heck is gonna play defense for LG? Who do they have? Oh, Yi Young Bin will have to come in and I guess play second or first or third. I don't know. As that is in there for a strike. So Chaewon Young will come out as he is not an infielder. Or maybe he won't, as maybe Song Chan-hee. I don't know. All right, here comes the 0-1 pitch to Go Bong Hyuk. 0 for 2 on the day. Does have a walk in his second at bat, and that is outside 1-1. I love it. As the 1-1 is picked up, a fly ball, right fielder under it, and that's will be the end of the 8th. But LG tacks on 3 more. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-1 LG. Yeah, I mean, I had season tickets for years. I had season tickets for years. I was in the front row of the cheer section. All right, I assume Chirinos will come out. So leading off here in the bottom of the 8th is going to be the bottom of the order, 9-1-2. Alrighty, we should be back. So pitcher will be changed as what we kind of expected. Kim Jin Sung out on the mound now for LG. There's going to be some other changes along the whole thing. I'll have to get them as I figure them out. And first pitch is a ball up high, and it's 1-0. Give me just a second. There we go. I think that's all fixed there. That is in there for a strike, though, at the bottom corner, and it's 1-1. Pak Ji-wan 0 for 2 on the day to fly out to center, and he does have a 6-4 ground out RBI, or RBI groundouts. And the 1-1 is popped up, but will get out of play as it heads for the SSG fans, and it's 1-2. So elsewhere around, so let me get the changes. So Chaewon Young is going to stay in left field. Song Chan-yi will move to first. No, Song Chan-yi will be replaced by Lee Young-bin. That's kind of what I thought would happen. And Song Chan-yi, the left fielder, the number 7 batter, will be Lee Young-bin. And that is ball 3 on the outside. And we've got a full count. There is not 2 runners on, guys. Sorry. I need to clear that. It is a 3-2 count, though. And Pak Ji-wan and the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss at a ball 4 that almost hit him in the shoulders. And that is 1 away. And they'll go to the top of the lineup. Pak Sung-han will step in. So Lee Young-bin there. Again, I'll get some of this stuff changed. He is playing first base. Nope, that's not right. Chaewon Young is in left field. As that is going to be a liner to left field. And just like that, he comes in and he makes the catch. And quickly 2 away here in the bottom of the 8th. Jung Joon Jae will step in now. All right. I think I got that. I think it's fixed now. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1 now. Jun Jun Jae, 169 on the season, 1 for 3 on the day, and that is low, 1-1. And here's the 2-1 pitch now. So answering some messages. All right, the 2-1 pitch, and that is outside. Ball 3, 3-1 now. Do not want to walk him. He has already got 1 stolen base on the day. All right, the 3-1 pitch. No, and he walks him. He's on base for the 2nd time today. And again, he does have plenty of speed. Don't think they're going to be running with him, obviously. It doesn't make a lot of sense to put him in motion when his run means absolutely nothing. And that is outside. 1-0. Chejihun Anta is over Anta today. Over 3. And that is crushed, but foul. And it's 1-1. Way out in front of that one. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. Sorry, again, answering messages. 16 pitches now for Kim Jin Sung. Does have 2 outs here, Che Ji Hoon, and that's going to be a ground ball foul. And that's 2-2. Young Bin over at first base. He takes over at first for Austin Dean, while Chaewon Young took over on the base pass for Austin Dean. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that is lifted into center field. Pak Min under it. And that will be 3 away. We'll go to the top of the 8th. It's 5-3 or 5-1 LG as SSG is in danger of losing for the 5th straight game. They were in second a couple days ago, but after 4 straight losses, they are definitely going to be falling with the standings just so close. So right now they're tied for 5th with Hanwha, both 500 clubs, 6 games back of LG. But Hanwha is currently up 10-4 against NC, with runners on first and second in the bottom of the 6th. Elsewhere behind them is Kia. They're in 7th, but they're actually losing to Doosan. Doosan is down in 9th. But again, these teams are so close. Between 2nd and 10th is 4.5 games. So you just have the standings are so close in the bottom half or the bottom of the standings. Anything below first that's a loss actually puts you back 2-3 spots in the standings. Obviously, it's still really early in the season, but still. But oh, that is not the button I wanted to push. That is the button I wanted to push. So Pak Chi-hoo out on the mound, or sorry, Pak Chi-hoo. No, first appearance for him is, I think, what they just said. So stepping in to bat is going to be Pak Min, the number 9 hitter. He singled and was caught stealing in his last at bat, and that is a check swing to the second baseman. And 1 pitch, 1 out. And that'll flip the lineup back over to Hong Chang-gi. All right, Hong Chang-gi steps in. He was hit by a pitch and scored a run in his last at bat. That is going to be strike 1 on the inside corner, 0-1. 0 for 3 on the day, a 1-3, a 6-3, and a 6-3 ground outs, and then he got hit in the old tushy, and came around to score a run as he lifts that one foul and out of play, and it's 0-2. They're all out of control except for the KT Kiom game. That's a 3-3 tie in the top of the 7th. All righty, the 0-2 pitch says throw it in the dirts. And he doesn't. He hits it right back at him as he'll run over and underhand toss, and that is 2 away. That brings up the number 2 hitter, Chaewon Young. And Chaewon Young took over at third base for Austin Dean to run. Ended up being a much unneeded substitution as the single was an easy score from third base. All right, getting his first at bat of the day. And that is going to be a ground ball. Second baseman doesn't make the play. The throw is also not very good. And that will be an E4. They may give him a hit on that, but I am not giving him a hit on that. They did. No way. Yeah, they gave him an error. I was giving him an error whether he got an error or not. And my ruling outrules the official score. So Moon Sung Ju now steps in as they check over on Chaewon Young. 3 errors now on the day for SSG. And that misses outside, and it's 1-0. 3 errors for SSG in this game. I think they had 3 in, was it 3 in yesterday's game? No, not yesterday's game, but must have been Tuesday's game. They had 4 errors in Tuesday's game as the stolen base there. The ball gets away, and he is not going to go. Was actually right down the middle. Great jump. Probably would have been able to make it a third if he would have been able to get right back up. All righty, that's the runner on second base. Now 1-1 count for Moon Sung Ju, who had an RBI double in his last at bats. Almost hits him there, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2. All right, 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, runner on second. The DH, Moon Sung Ju, fouls it away, and it'll stay 2-2. Giving the LG fans some, as he caught that apparently. All right, here we go. Another 2-2 pitch, 2 outs, runner on second, and that's going to be another chopped foul. Alan, you need to get your own setup, man. Start streaming some Doosan games with your slow jungle internet. As that is fouled away again, and we'll have another 2-2 count. 2-2 counts are all the rage, ladies and gentlemen. All the cool kids are doing it. All the cool kids are doing it. All right, here we go. Another 2-2 count. Sets up right down the middle. And he misses upstairs, and that runs the count full. Second full count of the day for LG. They had another one. Shinmin Jae walked in his first at bat way back in the first inning. And that just catches the inside corner, and that will be 3 away in the top of the ninth. They get another one on, but it is stranded. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. It's 5-1 LG. SSG with 3 outs to get 4 runs if they want to keep playing baseball. Thanks. So SSG will have their 4, 5, and 6 batters coming up as they again are desperately trying to get themselves into a win column. As they have lost 4, they are down. They've lost 4 straight, and now they're down 4 here in the bottom of the ninth. Definitely agree, Alan. And who is going to come in? Pak Myung Gun will come in for LG. Oh, Pak Myung Gun out on the mound for LG. Why does this always do this? There we go. What the hell is my 0 button not working? There we go. All right, Han, you saw him swing and a miss there on a absolute bullet by the side armor Pak Myung Gun. Haven't seen any stats on him, but Han Yu-Sam 0 for 2 on the day, walked in his first at bats, and that is a strike, and it's 0 2. All right, enjoy yourself, Alan. I'll be back Sunday. No stream tomorrow. Pak Myung-gun 0 ERA on the season, and the 0-2 pitch outside. Nope, no tomorrow. No tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to heading to a concert, so no stream tomorrow. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. A little dude just somehow just rips it in there, as that's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. He goes and then he decides to toss it to the first baseman or the pitcher, and that will be 1 away on the 1-3 ground out. So Go Myung Jun steps in. He is 0 for 3 on the day. How fast is this guy throwing? 146. It looks way faster. He does not look big. What is his height? 174. As that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. And that's going to be a ground ball. Second baseman grabs it, throws to first, and that is 2 away. They are down to their final outs. They are down 5-1. They've got to get 4 runs before they get 1 out. Park Jong-hoon got tagged for 4 runs because they brought him back. Again, this stupid decision by the SSG coach. He is going to take the loss because it just awful decision as that is outside of ball 1, 1-0. So E.G. Young 0 for 2 on the day. He did walk and score the lone SSG run, and here comes the 1-0, and that is going to be ripped into right field. But Hong Chang-gi loses it in the lights. It rolls past him. E.G. Young is going to round second and head to third. And this week is catcher's triples week, apparently, as Hong Chang-gi, I don't know if he touched it or not, but we're going to have a runner on third base. As it looks like he lost it in the lights as he kind of just fell down as the ball came in. And he did not touch it, so it will be a triple. All right, so the second catcher that I know of this week that has hit a triple. All right, the 1-0 pitch to Chae Sang-min, and that is going to be chopped foul, and it's 1-1. Chirinos, 88 pitches on the day, 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and 1 run. LG's manager, smart, and didn't bring him out for the 8th inning. First time I've ever said LG's manager was smart, I think, in my entire life, as that is fouled into his leg, and it's 1-2. All right, the 1-2 pitch sets up right at the belt, and that is up high, and it's 2-2. All right. Here we go. A 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner on third, bottom of the 9th, and down by 4. And a swing and a miss, and that's will end the game, ladies and gentlemen. That's will end the game as LG wins once again, and SSG falls for the 5th straight game. 5th straight game losing for SSG. Again, my prediction in the preseason was SSG in 9th place. The way they are playing lately really looks like I could be correct. Give a triple hit there for E.G. Young. So, both pitchers pitched amazing. I will say that is probably one of the best pitching matchups that I've streamed in my 4 years streaming the KBO here in English. Chirinos, 7 innings, 88 pitches, 62 for strikes. Gave up 3 hits, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and gave up the 1 run. As far as SSG, Park Jong-hoon pitched 7+ innings. He should never, ever, ever have gone out there for the 8th inning. He was at 87 pitches through 7. He was down 2-1. Absolutely befuddling mm, choice by the manager. And then he hits Hong Chang Gi, and after he hits Hong Chang Gi, he should have came out then. But no, he still stayed out there and walked Austin Dean. Like just not good, just not good managing. SSG's manager is not. He is new. Or I think no, he's not new. A lot of players or a lot of fans were calling for him to be removed last year, as SSG uh, since their championship run, nepotism has bit them all over the place. As the guy in charge of the baseball team is. Oh, thank you, thank you. Is it gonna read my Konglish girl? Thank you very much, Malcolm Sodi. Thank you, thank you. Oh, again, just what I was trying to say. Yeah, he went out and then he shouldn't have gone out for the eighth inning. Hit by a pitch was Hong Chang Gi, and then so he definitely should have came out then. But then he walked Austin Dean and still should have came out then. But no, so he finally take him out there, and then the bullpen just did the KBO bullpen thing. OG Wan, obviously the player of the game. OG Wan, 4 for 4 today, three singles, a stolen base, a plenty of runs scored, a solo shot that actually put LG up 2-1 at the time, and then an RBI single late in the game. So definitely the best player of the game. Chirinos pitched extremely well. The LG bullpen came in and did what they needed to do. Not fantastic. A couple walks there, hit by pitch. Not the best. The catchers throwing some guys out today. Not a common thing for the KBO to have guys actually being thrown out trying to steal. So the catchers doing their job. But LG wins once again. They haven't lost 2 games in a row all season. They move now to 17-4 on the season. SSG drops down to 9-10. Uh, and they are just headed in the wrong direction. LG definitely at the top of the league. Uh, Elsewhere around the league, I'll recap that real quick before I say goodbye. Hanwha in the top of the seventh. Hanwha's up 10-4 against NC. Logan just got absolutely shelled. Gave up 6 runs, 4 earned in 2 innings. Om Sung Baek finally, Om Sung Baek makes it far enough to be qualified for a win, even though he gave up 4 runs and seven hits and 4 runs. So, uh, Doosan currently up 7-1 in the top of the eighth against Kia. So it looks like that is going to be decided that way. Lotte did win against Samsung, which means that they're going to flip. Lotte is going to be up into third place in the league and possibly second if KT ends up not being able to get the win against Kium. So it's very possible that it is going to be LG in first, Lotte in second, and Hanwha in third. I don't think I've ever seen that. I think it would be a miracle if again, Hanwha and Lotte haven't both made the playoffs in I don't know how many years. I think 20 years, something like that. I think it was 2000. I want to say 2006 was the last time that both teams made the playoffs. I'm gonna look it up really quick because it's pretty easy for me to find. So yeah, I mean, they, yeah, just this season is a very, very strange season. We'll just put it that way. Uh, Hanwha and LG both playing, or Hanwha and Lotte both playing well. Uh, LG obviously playing well. They've been playing well for the last few years, but Kia not doing well without their big third base bats, Kim Do Young, who should be is actually return was delayed. So, but anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I will be back on Sunday for this same game, LG versus SSG. I will not be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm heading up to uh, north of Seoul. I'm going to go watch the Coldplay concerts. Watch some Twice and Coldplay. So I will be checking out that concert. So I will not be streaming tomorrow. But thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, until next time.